I am all that God said that I am. Regardless to what the neighbor said. I am all that God said I am. Amen. Preaching moment comes from the Gospel according to Luke, the 15th chapter on this day, and we shared a few scriptures from the 15th chapter earlier in your hearing. And doing a few excerpts, we want you to hear what the Lord is saying. That 15th chapter, the Gospel of Luke, let's do verses 11 and 13, 11 through 13, and 17 and 18. Open your spiritual ears and hear what the Lord is saying. And he said, a certain man had 2 sons. And the younger of them said to his father, Father, give me the portion of goods that falleth to me. And he divided unto them his living. And not many days after, the younger son gathered all together and took his journey into a far country, and there wasted his substance with riotous living. Verses 17 and 18. And when he came to himself, he said, how many hired servants of my father's have bread enough and to spare, and I perish with hunger? I will arise, I'll get up and go to my father, and will say unto him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and before thee. I want to talk today about 3 ways to get to the pig pen. When we're at the pig pen, we can come out. Just simple. 3 ways to get to the pig pen. You know, I thank God for his grace, for his love, for his mercy. And I want all of us to know and hear today that we're not here because we're so good, but because God is so merciful. He gave us another opportunity. And I'm glad to stand behind the sacred desk one more time. Anybody glad to be alive? Hallelujah. Thank him for his mercy. Thank him for his grace. He's given us unmerited favor. And he gave us life this first Sunday in December, the last first Sunday in the year of 2017. We're still here. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad. Well, when I thought about ways to get to the pig pen, I want us to understand, first of all, that these 2 sons, they were well off. They were with the Father. He provided for them. He took care of them. Reminds me of God, how he takes care of us. In spite of our failures and our successes, he takes care of us. The younger boy, he decided that he would make a special request from the Father. Father, give me the portion of mine. Look at that. Mine. I want mine. I want my inheritance. I want to serve notice on us today. Just because God bless us, it's not yours. If you don't believe it, you just pass away today. And watch how fast people will spend everything. But I truly want to remind us that everything we have belongs to God. But we're not going to take anything with us. So be careful how we boast about what's mine, and I'll do this and I'll do that. I want us to understand that the boy was out of place because, number one, he wasn't the oldest son of the culture, the environment. The older makes this type of request. And also, another thing that I looked at is that the father was yet alive. You don't get an inheritance in that culture until the father passed on. But sometimes we can't wait to get what we want. And when we get it, we don't know how to use it. But anyhow, the first way to get to the pig pen is simply this: to remove yourself from the presence of the Father, the Almighty God. You have come to the conclusion that I've arrived. I don't need God no more. As a matter of fact, I'm so bold to stand on my own, I've made myself a bedside Baptist. I don't go to church nowhere. I don't have time. Matter of fact, I don't have to pray anymore. I don't have to come to worship. I want to remind us, the Bible says, let's not forsake ourselves to assemble one with another. As a matter of fact, Scripture says, I was glad when they said unto me, let us go into the house of the Lord. Listen to me. Don't forget the bridge that brought you over. Because one day you're going to need that same bridge again. Listen to me, some young person. Don't forget mom and daddy or some older person, the teacher or the deacon or the preacher, somebody in your life that set the example, that gave you a lift up. Till you get to the point where you turn your nose up at them. And you set the stage. I don't need you no more. I've got everything I've ever wanted. Remember never to step on anybody just to get up. Because the same way you got up, matter of fact, there's a common law that says what goes up must come down. So be careful never to disconnect yourself from the presence of God. I don't care how much stuff we get in the world, give God the glory. I don't care how many promotions we get on the job, thank God. I don't care how many degrees we have, thank Him. Say, Lord, if it were not for you, where would I be? First way to get to the pig pen is to forget about the Father. Forget about where your blessings come from. Oh, but you're going to need it. As long as you're on this side, you're going to need it. Things happen just like that. Your life can change just like that. Where you can be flat on your back, looking up to the ceiling. This is the time you need to be able to say, Father, I stretch my hands to thee. Lord, I thank you I never turned my back on you. I thank you for being my leading post. I thank you for being my strength. I thank you for being my provider. I thank you for being the hands that lift me up. I thank you for giving me the air that I breathe. Don't forget about it. Keep your hands in the Master's hand. Lead us all the way from earth to glory. The second way we can get to the pig pen is simply this: to join ourselves with people who have no respect for the God we serve. If we can just back up just a little bit, this boy, he had it made. He got what he asked the Father for. He was all right when he was in the Father's presence, but as soon as the boy left the house, the Bible says he connected himself to foreigners, those who didn't know his God, those who didn't understand his Father's worship. Listen to me, I don't care where you go in this world. Because of who we are, you ought to praise God wherever you find yourself. You got to give God the glory, even in strange places, so that somebody will know my God is real. For I can feel him in my soul. Don't Don't let the crowd persuade you. The crowd is not always right. As a matter of fact, the Bible warns us to take the straight and narrow path. Don't follow the crowd, in other words. If I can put a pin right in here for a moment of teaching, watch yourself. Everybody who you run with, it ain't for you. Young people, everybody who you call your dog, they're not your dog. So I began to look at the text just a little bit more. I said, well, if we get out of the presence of the Father, we're in trouble. We're headed to the pig pen. When we follow the wrong crowd, when we disconnect ourselves from God and join those who are non-believers, hardcore, don't believe in God, will curse God while they live and curse him on his deathbed. Yeah. I said to myself, there's another way to get to the pig pen. Yeah. Living foolishly. Yeah. You know, some people don't know how to act when the Lord blesses them. Lord bless us with a little bit of money, we go crazy. We go try to give it all to Walmart. But you got to learn to keep some for yourself. You got to learn how to prioritize some things. Because if you're not careful, just because you have it today, it could be gone tomorrow. If we're honest with ourselves, some of us, we're just a few paychecks from homelessness. Or if a tragedy happened in our lives, we in trouble. That's why we got to learn to safeguard our blessing. And I want to say this to all of us. Look, when God blesses you with finances and something, you don't have to give it all away. You're going to have your haters. You're going to have your beggars. But you have to know when to say no. Can I get a witness from somebody? Mama taught me that some people, if you're not careful, they will beg for what they need and go and spend their money to buy what they want. In other words, they'll bleed you for every dime, for everything that they need. But when they get theirs, they will spend it for everything they want. These things can land you to the pig pen. When I look at the son who left home, had a lot of money. Yeah. All up and down Eastover, cats and cocks in the road. BMW, Maserati, whatever that is. I thank God, amen. You ought to thank God when he blessed you with a DPJ. That's a dirty piece of junk. And just gets you the way you need to go. But this boy had a lot going on for him. Had girlfriends, had all kind of riches flowing through his pocket and wallet, but did not know how to manage it. Let me tell you something. As long as you got money, you got friends. You'll know who are your true friends when you don't have a dime, when they're getting ready to turn off your light, when your mortgage is overdue, you'll know who your true friends are. Be careful, young people. As long as you got a new car, you got a friend, everybody want to ride. Choose your friends. And to tell you the truth, some people just want to come to be nosy. You get a new house, they ain't come to bless the house. They come to be nosy. But when they come, you ought to be able to show them what's in the house and point toward heaven and say, if it had not been for the Lord on my side, I wouldn't have what I had. I can see this boy up and down Clarkson Road and riding by St. John rather than come into church. He grew up in the church, but he don't have time for it no more. The People who prayed for him to get him to where he is, they're now considered and branded as crazy people who worship a God. But time will tell. Time brings on another story. Bible says he spent up everything he had, and one day he went to the First Citizens Bank trying to use the ATM. Then he came back 0, 0, 0. You cannot withdraw. Boy was so wealthy he had monies in BBT also. Went there and talked to the cashier. Sorry, you don't have anything. Went and started working for this foreigner, feeding the pigs. Bible said he didn't eat the slop, but after the pig left over some slop, he desired to eat what the pigs were eating. He went down, down, down. Ever since he left the Father, he kept going down, down, down. When you leave the Father and hang with the wrong crowd can lead you to the crack house. The wrong crowd can lead you to some type of addiction. The wrong crowd can draw you down from a high promotion. Listen to me. Bible says he got tired. Sometimes we need to get tired of where we are. Day in and day out. We need to get sick of tired of being sick and tired. Bible says he came to himself. I don't know about you, but I know some people who came to themselves. I often thank God for my brother, my oldest brother. He don't mind me telling this story, but I remember when he was just like the prodigal son. But one Friday night, while his wife was getting ready to leave him to go to prayer meeting, she found him sitting on the bed weeping. And rather than going out to get that drink of alcohol, he says, "Where you going, honey?" And she says, "You know I go to church every Friday night." He says, "I want to go with you because I've come to my senses. I'm tired of being sick and tired." And I look at him now, God made him a bishop. He brought alcoholic all away from the gutter and gave him a job in the ministry. And the people find favor in him. And God fell favor upon him and moved him up. But every time I see him now in serving God, it gives me joy. Because I know where God can bring us from. I know what God can do. Anybody know what God can do? Anybody here but at the pig pen? But you met God, and he made a way out of nowhere. He told you to get out from where you are. Give God the glory. Give God the praise. And he is mighty God. Give us another day. Second chance. Somebody tell he's a God of a second chance. A God of a second chance. A God of another chance. Hallelujah. This is what I love about the text. Now when he came to himself, he started to get his story together. I gotta go tell my father. Because I thought this thing through. Why am I here? In the position I'm in. I can get up and go to my father. He's rich. Just tell him, make me a servant. I'll tell him, Father, I have sinned against thee. Sinned against heaven. Make me like one of your servants. That was his thought process. When we know we have hit the bottom and we go down, down, down. I want us to always hear this. There's a way to get up. There's a way to get up. When you get so low and you fall down on your knees, that's the time to start sending up prayers. and say, Lord, you made me. You know all about me. You're the forgiver of sins. Your love covers a multitude. Peeped in on the boy a little bit more. He says, I'm going to get up and talk to my father. That's what we got to do when we find ourselves at the pig pen. Talk to the Father. You don't have to tell everybody else what you've done and what you've been through. They can't help you no way. And if they can't help you, some people ain't going to help you. You're going to always need the Father. The Bible says when he got up, when he started home down the old dusty road, when he didn't understand that the Father was going to be looking for him. Looking every day. That's what a good father will do. Look for his children. When are they coming home? They'll keep looking. And one day he looked down the dusty road, saw his son from afar off. The Bible says he didn't wait till the boy got home, and he ran towards him. Look at what he did. Threw his arms around him. Kissed him on his neck. Tell somebody, God is a good God. How many times we messed up? Nobody understood what we went through. But thanks be to God, we have a God who sits high and he looks low. The Bible even portrays the point that the boy tried to explain to the father, Father, I've sinned. I can see the father putting his hands over his mouth. Don't say anything. I already know your heart. Yes, God knows our heart. He knows when we're right. He knows when we're wrong. He knows when we're sincere. He knows when we're... Him and the father went back together to the house. See, that's what the Lord does. He doesn't meet you half the way and tell you to get there by yourself, but he's going to walk with you. Tell somebody, when I messed up, I got somebody to walk with me. I've got grace and mercy all around me. I've got the love of the Father. I've got hope on one side, joy on another side, peace. So he walks the boy to the house. Look at what he does. He says, this is my son. He called the servants. He says, I want you to bring out the best. Look at that. The best. Did you catch that? The best. Not the second-hand stuff. Not something that has a tear in it. But this is my son. Even though he messed up, I want you to give him the best robe. Anybody ever got some blessing from God that you know you didn't deserve, but God gave it to you anyhow? You ought to tell God, I'm a living testimony. He gave me his best. Look at what he did. Stop there. He said, put shoes on his feet. Oh, glory to God. This boy has been walking down a dusty road. No shoes. Tell somebody, my God shall supply all of my needs according to his riches and glory in Christ Jesus. So when I needed him most, he stepped right in on time. Any believers here today who know that God is a God who's still blessing. He puts shoes on your feet, clothes on your back. He didn't stop there. He says, bring the best ring. Put a ring on his finger. But symbolize, I still have a relationship with this. Don't let nobody fool you. Don't let the devil fool you just because you messed up and you were at the whole pen that you're not worthy. God says, I'm going to let my love cover every sin that you ever committed. All you got to do is open your mouth, believe in your heart, and be serious by faith. He says, I will cast your sins from you as far as the east from the west and the north from the south. Anybody ever been washed in the blood of the Lamb? Anybody ever been washed in the blood of the Lamb? And God raised you up to a new position, to a new lifestyle. You owe him a praise. You owe him a shout. You ought to tell God, thank you. Hallelujah. Then, sir, I want you to get the fattest cow. We're going to kill this thing. We're going to take him down to Mike's barbecue pit. Hallelujah. Down there by Hopkins Middle. We're going to put it on the grill. And we're going to turn on some music. And we're going to have a good time. We're going to have a party. But this is my son who was lost. But now he's found. This is my son who was dead. But now he is. Well, you may ask the question, how can God forgive the son who was out there in the world, who left his presence, who committed every sin, who violated many laws? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. Anybody glad for the blood? The blood gives me strength. But he will never lose his power. But I heard an old preacher say, I thank God for his grace when he let Jesus die on Calvary. They stretched him wide. They hung him high. The blood came streaming down. He gave up the last breath. They put him in a thorough tube. They thought he was dead. But 3 days later, he got up with all powers in his hands. Are you glad about it? Are you glad about it? Anybody ever felt like the boy who went out there, but God didn't turn his back on you? You ought to tell somebody, I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm kept by his love. I'm kept by his power. I'm kept by his grace. Because you know who he is. Give him a round of applause. For he is the King of Kings. He's the Lord of Lords. He is Mary's baby. Living out the valley. Bright, bright as a morning star. Joy in the time of sorrow. Hope for tomorrow. The doctor in the sick room. The lawyer in the courtroom. The balm of Gilead. The mother for the motherless. The father for the fatherless. He is my way maker. Feed me when I'm hungry. Clothe me when I'm naked. Put a running in my feet. Clapping in my head. Give him the glory. Give him the praise. Rejoice. 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 And again I say rejoice. Give God the glory. Give him the praise.